Nick Stahl here with CropX Support, and we are talking water management on soybeans. One of the most important things about managing water with beans is focusing on eliminating any possible stress through the R3 to R6 crop stages. And that R3 stage is going to be when you're first seeing those pods start developing on the plant, all the way through to when those pods have fully enlarged seeds. That period is when any crop stress could mean a fairly significant yield penalty. Even through R6 and into R7, water use will still continue at a fairly high rate, even up to 20 hundredths a day into the last 2 weeks before maturity. So compared to corn or possibly other crops, soybeans will continue to use water a little bit later into their life cycle and drop off quicker within that last 10 to 14 days of its life cycle. Let's look at a couple examples. Here we have a soybean field that the grower's done a pretty good job of making sure we're not at field capacity and that we have maintained room for additional rainfalls that have occurred. You can see starting about July 20th, July 23rd, that's really when you saw that water use start to pick up. And throughout the last 3 weeks, that water use has stayed fairly high. We were able to take advantage of a large rainfall event here and some additional rainfall events the last week or so. So at this point, this is a field in Nebraska. We're probably right about R5, maybe within a week of R6. That gives us about 3.5 weeks before maturity. So our water use will continue quite a bit. So we've got several inches that we'll still need before we'll be done irrigating. I'm going to look at another example here showing the same trend. This is also in Nebraska. You got to the second half of July and you saw that water use pick up, and it's continued since then. Again, the grower's done a pretty good job of making sure that we're allowing for any additional rainfall we received and keeping that profile and triggering irrigation down towards the refill line. At this point, we've got over a week before we'll need any additional irrigation. We're looking at a forecast into next week at this point with some low temperatures. We'll probably see that water use be a little bit lower, meaning we might even have over a week before we would need any additional irrigation, assuming we don't even receive any rainfall between now and then. So I hope that's some helpful hints on managing irrigation with soybeans. If you have any additional questions, feel free to give CropX Support a call or an email. Thanks.